Hello and welcome back to Omen Esports. We are going to be watching our lovely Omen Esports advanced team take on Elixir here in the lower bracket of the Season 57 advanced playoffs. We're getting things kicked off already with this B execute here on Anubis, and it's Fugi from Elixir in the kill feed early with a quad kill, looking for that ace and a clean one tap to get things kicked off. Not at all what you want to see. You want to see Omen get off to a better start than that, just walking out right into the waiting arms of Fugi, but he comes alive, finds an ace on the pistol round, and yeah, I mean, very much so getting us right into the action. So Omen are currently 1-1 in playoffs. They are lost their opening game and have got a bye in their first round matchup to get to this game. So they have currently looking for their first win here in the playoffs this season. Fiend now in the mix, finds a double kill on the MP9. The zombie Glock is there to trade. Gun recovered. Trying to find another kill. It's Fugi back in the kill feed once again. This time out from Rugs, it's Rue losing his head, and zombies put down after only the one Glock kill. So very much pedal to the metal so far, not giving me a lot of opportunity to just chat and talk. But we have Omen once again in playoffs, 9-5 record to finish off the season, and they lost their opening game. So Elixir, I believe, is actually the team they played on that last match day of the season, and for that 14th game, and I do believe they lost that match pretty badly, actually. Yeah, they lost 13-1 on Nuke. So Omen actually banned Nuke this time on the opening, the very first ban, to prevent it from getting to that. And so we're not going to see if this Anubis map can look a little bit better for Omen than Nuke did, and right into things, just these Tech 9s, recovered rifles, giving some trouble to Elixir. It's now Fiend and SGM, these two players left to close things out. A lot of damage done to every single one of these Omen players, so it's not going to be an easy cleanup for Omen. Now 60 health about on the last two Omen players, Fiend and SGM, these two rifles, kit on SGM's hip. Getting close, trying to cut this distance down to get to this defuse, and it's now SGM trying to stick it, tagged by that Tech 9 through the smoke, gets off of the defuse, taps it, smoke grenade goes up, he gets tagged once again, has to get back on the defuse, he's just sticking it, and the Tech 9 is missing, he has no health left, and he gets off at the very last second. Fart will get rid of him and allow Omen to get their first on the board. Everyone dies, but it was just the upgraded pistol buy giving them an opportunity to get a quick buck, just try to get a bomb plant, and it does result in the round going their way. Already at that one round against Elixir from last time they met at the end of the regular season. So we're now looking for Omen to capitalize on this one. However, it's a full buy out of Elixir, and this round has some economic consequences for both teams. This is, you know, for save territory for Elixir if they lose this one. And unfortunately for Omen, they didn't have anyone live, and they do have still some loss bonus built up, but not a ton. So they're also going to be on like half buy save territory as well. And we've got the spam early Seabass just containing this A main space, but it's SGM actually on the backside of the smoke. Knows there is no presence here. The op of Fiend posted up on this mid cross, and that's going to be the test here. That is where Omen have decided to put all of their troops at. It's still just Rue, excuse me, outside of this A space. They have one player in Canals and Seabass, but otherwise it's going to be a difficult one. Seabass is actually good for his here towards E-Box. Finds a kill against Lax early. I say early. 1 minute has passed, 45 seconds on the clock, and Omen have to make a decision here. It's still Fiend posted up on this cross. He is going to be the make or break on this round. Utility starts to fly through. He knows that they're coming. Gets flashed off the angle. Gives Omen an opportunity to get in. wall bang, connects on a fart, but doesn't finish the job. He does this time with a second shot. QSP in hand, gets removed. It's the SMG up close of SGM. Good for his first, but it's the 3v2 advantage for Omen. They have to know they're coming quickly. Smoke goes down towards the camera, and now it's actually this doubled up A main push. Fugi jiggling it. Seabass's pinpoint crosshair placement on the run, just full sprinting away. Yoda removed as well. So Omen respond back with their own 2 rounds to get on the board, equalize. They are not gonna give this one over early. Want to make this one a competitive affair. And again, that kind of economy I mentioned before, this is proving, again, already to be consequential. So we have these pistols for Elixir. Full save required. Next round, they're going to have some cash, but not really a ton to work with. So you'd almost think this might be better on a force-up territory. Molotov's tagging them down. Fiend eats that AG, swings out and gets his head ripped off by his own teammate in SGM. Fart looking to find these kills in middle. Overwhelmed by the pistols, and it's Yoda to walk forward, seeing pass someone off. Yushi misses a crucial kill with that op, with him and Zombie at such low HP. It could have been dangerous, but they don't let it get any further past it, and Omen take the lead in the series on this first map. So we do have on this best of 3 tonight, Anubis picked by Omen. Elixir chose Overpass, and we've got Dust 2 as the decider. So some interesting bans. Obviously, Elixir was able to beat Omen on their map pick for, or obviously, excuse me, on their home map. Elixir beat Omen on Nuke during the regular season. And with that being the case, it did put a lot of pressure on Omen in this ban just to not allow Nuke to come through, because they felt just uncomfortable and they maybe didn't have a lot of opportunity to kind of work out whatever kinks they might have had. So in response to removing Nuke in the map pool, it does allow a map like Overpass, which I don't think we've seen Omen play yet this season. So can be a very interesting one tonight. We'll guarantee to see it, as it is map 2. And look at, as I've been speaking, Fart has found himself all the way through the B site. I have no idea how he managed to do this. He's got this flank onto Yoda. Boogie is nearby. The double kill out of the Fart Mac 10 starts to clear this bomb site out. They still know that Lax could be here in towards the E-box. He's getting held, but he does have another player here to support him. Fart on for the ace as he finds a 3rd kill. It's Lax in up close, finds a double, looking for this clutch up. He finds a triple kill. He has just 2 health. Yushi, unconfirmed damage, has no idea, but the off will connect. And Omen get a 4th, gets dangerous. Lax almost puts together a 1v4, and Omen, thankfully on that last kill, on that last player in Yushi, prevents it from happening. HE damage out towards B main from Zombie. It's on to Lax, but just in these last 2 rounds, he's found 4 of his 6 frags. A 1-dig onto Omen's ace rifle in Zombie. On the opposite end of the map, SGM was found out by Seabass. And so we have this crunch of the canals with Fiend and Fugi taking all kinds of space. I have no idea if Omen are going to be ready for this. I mean, you have to have some inkling that they could have been walking out canals. It does look like Rue is going back to check, but is he going to check deep enough to see Fiend? Fart has the bomb. Not going to be ready for Fiend. 5-7 taps him away. Yushi tagged down by the Deagle, but he does recover in time for his own op headshot. Rue will add to the feed. So now 2 players at low health against pistols. this can be dangerous. This can be a bad moment for Omen, allowing Elixir back into this game early. You want to try to build this up as best as possible. These two players, these two pistols, are the only ones here. And the one dig, another one onto Rue from Lax. It's Yoda and Lax on this bomb site. Yushi up close 5-7, has him down on low health. It's got to be Seabass to clutch it, and he does put it together. A triple kill for Seabass as he alleviates Omen's distress. He's going to be able to allow Omen a 5th round. We did see the Fiend op earlier, but we got run down on that A bomb site that Omen were able to put together, and we haven't seen it since. So this will be the a new opportunity for Fiend to find his frag with that op. And for some reason, Yushi, op tech 9, just entering, and it's Lax to find a double kill. Burned out by this Molotov. Bart will collect. It's just this op in the back of the site. Fiend overrun, collects Bart. Gotta find another, gets burned down. It's all on a zombie, and he will find another headshot in this round to add to Omen's kill feed. It's SGM, 1v1, up against Zombie, but I don't think Zombie's ready for SGM, but he's not taking the time to peek this. Zombie throwing utility. He could catch out SGM. He could have caught him out, but he just sits here waiting. And now Zombie has to have an inkling of where he could be at, making all this noise. Zombie, he's walking. SGM caught out on the peak, but he will find it. No headshot for Zombie. No kill for him either. Third round for Elixir. Try not to bleed too much early. Want to put some pressure onto Omen on their T side, so do not want to allow this to get out of hand. Something I have not mentioned at all is whether this map was expected or if it could have been something foreseen. And it was something pretty reasonably expected out of Omen's side. They put a lot of Anubis on the server this season. And for Elixir, they played it only twice. So maybe not the most expected, but in this corner, Seabass spams out Yoda. And so, you could have assumed that a map like Anubis would come through, especially with the nuke ban coming through out of Omen. Looking for what else they're comfortable with. Just force up from Omen, giving them an opportunity as that op shot, it does not connect onto Rue. He gets out with his life. Can reclaim the space. I don't know if Zombie, full blinded, knows Lax is out here somewhere, goes searching for it, catches him in the back. It's Fiend now, back in the site as well, as the same time as Rue jumping on the MAC-10, finds it. A whip shot out of Fiend, another one to the tally. And it's now all down to SGM. Another clutch given the opportunity for Elixir. And he finds the first two on this ace clutch. He has to know Zombie's nearby. He finds a third kill. It's starting to come together. Elixir, all these rounds have really come off after that pistol round and conversion. The last round, it's come off of the clutch, the 1v1 that was put together by SGM on the last round. The 1v4 out of Lax almost got them another round early. It's really been these clutches that have been the best opportunity for Elixir to come together. Someone come alive when it matters most and find a round. Yushi, bomb planted with just a couple seconds to spare. SGM on for this ace clutch. Already found that first 3 in the 1v5. He's got to do this retake from the canals. 80 health. Needs headshots on both of these players. Creeps in from a main. Yushi might be the first one to take this contact. Rue groups back up. They're ready to go searching for him. SGM, he's got to go finding it soon. He's got a kit, but he doesn't have a lot of time left. 10-second timer comes through. Rue secures it. No clutch available for Elixir this round. And a 6th is found by Omen Esports. Guaranteeing equal footing going into the second half, but Omen, of course, they want to keep pushing for more. And the money for Elixir, it's in a weird spot. 3 players at 3,000, not really given the chance to get a full buy-in, maybe forced up with pistols. SGM has a lot of money he could save and keep op money in the picture for Fiend. It looks like that's what will happen. Others just buy some upgraded pistols. Stair smoke, but no one is here yet to meet it. Flash out through A main. It's SGM to get aggressive. Just catches Seabass looking the wrong way with all those flashbangs. I don't know how you don't look that way. Now Fart's deep in canals. He gets cut out by the Deagle from Lax. So now there's all kinds of pressure for Omen to stop like letting this round fall out of their hands. Zombie dinks in the process. It's just through the floor, so he's staying alive. SGM as well, staying alive barely. Molotov is going to tag him, force him out. He gets burned to a crisp. Deagle from Lax. It doesn't find more. And it will be Fiend to fall. Zombie triple kill in this round on this defense against this eco. And Yoda can find the AK of Seabass, but I don't think he knows where it got dropped at. It was deeper in the canals, just on this 5-7. No kit available, just a smoke 5-7. They're gonna clear him up close. Finds one headshot, finds a second. Disaster. Yoda has an opportunity. Zombie swings out and puts this to bed, puts it to rest. What could have been another one of these rounds. Omen, it feels like so many of these rounds, they only have one person live. They're just too eager to allow these clutches to come together. Early utility over towards the middle. HE's just doing some chunking. Worried about potential of an op somewhere around the map. It's Lax in the kill feed against Fart to defend against that early B push. That's where the stack is. But they don't know about the opera here on the door. Yushi goes down to Fiend, and he gets away. An opportunity arises for Elixir to finally find a round to go their favor. We have not seen very many rounds where they have a man advantage early, alongside finding an opening kill. Or finding an opening kill that goes untraded, rather. So now it's Omen in this 3v5. The map is split, and they have wandered potentially into the right bomb site with only 2 players over towards the A site. They know the op is over here, so they don't want to really take their chances with it, but it might be the better choice. Rue on this peak, gets dinked, but finds his own headshot in response. Claws one back in favor of Omen. So now they have the chances, the opportunity comes together, especially if this kill goes the way of Omen. However, it's Yoda gets away, but caught in the back. They don't realize they wrap through CT spawn. Yoda, this low health can matter. It's just Rue, the first player low health, crosses out. Zombie clears him. The op shot to Fiend again. When it matters, he needs to find these sitters, and he misses once again. Bomb plant gets denied by SGM as he comes through with a double kill spray down. In Elixir, they get up to a 4th round and are able to make this game just a little bit closer. And the money on Omen has finally really betrayed them. There's money around for maybe not max utility, but buys for everybody on Elixir. And Omen, unfortunately, have 1 AK, 1 Galil, and some lower weaponry to surround it. So might be looking at a 7-5 half. Omen's CT side has been great this season, especially on Anubis from memory. But you don't want to rely on a CT side of Anubis on a map like this. So much utility behind that op shot. Crossing over, Yushi gets behind that Molotov unspotted. HE ticks him down even further. But on this lurk is Zombie. And he's throwing the flashes. Lax catches him out with a utility in his hand. It's Yushi crossing out. It's all going the way of Elixir. And they, at the very last second, claw back a couple of rounds. 3 of the last 5 to make this game closer. CT side for Omen underway. Middle setup, flashes behind that peak. Seabass comes up with 1, and unfortunately Zombie can't find anything with his dual Berettas. It's Yoda to trade on the kill to Fugi. But walking into the stack is Elixir, grouping up here towards the B side of the map. SGM is just containing, making sure there's no A push, A flank. But Rue, tested by 1, finds a second with the help of Yushi. Yushi is the one to double up here. And so now it's all down to SGM. Here in the canals, has to find his way, find a 1v4 clutch. He's been someone you could rely on to find these clutch kills, but sometimes coming up empty-handed at the last second. Spots Rue, but distracted by the barrel on the jiggle. Zombie does find his headshot at the end of that round. And then Omen win a pistol on their CT side to keep this lead going. In this Glock eco, Elixir decided to go towards this A side of the map. It's Seabass spotting, sees a shoulder, drops the Molotov, HE behind it. Flashbang in towards Fountain. Bad HE. Would have had so much damage if it didn't work out. Flashbang doesn't hit him, but he's getting run down by the pistols. And Fart is here to trade, but only finds 1. Disaster starts to come together. It's really not looking good. Omen now on a retake, smoked out of this bomb site. 2 MP9s recovered. Sure, there's no armor behind them, but it's not what you want to be dealing with. However, Zombie is here to the rescue. Finds 2! A triple almost lines up for Yoda. It's down to Fiend. Only a Glock. But can he find it onto Yushi? Flashed off, he's close by. Swings out, he does dink Yushi. It's 1 bullet that makes the difference here for both sides, and it goes the way of Fiend. The Glocks, they Glock Omen. Conversion seems like it should be so easy, but it isn't. And first timeout is called by Omen. They're gonna make sure they are not letting any cracks form in their game plan, in their mental. It is only map 1 of this series. And it is a risk that you run if you let a round like that get into your head, get under your skin. Have to ignore it as best as you can. The USPs, the pistol save, the eco. This time it's on the shoulders of Omen. Default utility out here towards middle. And Elixir don't want to overstep and walk into anything, but they might end up doing so without really realizing it. The jiggle gives away one, and that means they know where these pistols are going to be at. In the canals now, Fugi full blinded. All kinds of damage done. It's going to be Fiend to protect himself. He has this rifle, spraying them down. A triple kill. We already saw Fugi with an ace at the very beginning of the pistol round. The very first pistol round of this map, of the series. And we might be seeing another ace here. Fiend looking for these other pistols. Finds the first, and he gets removed by that P250. So no ace, but round for Elixir. An equalizer in the cards on this next one. The money is there for Omen to force up, but it's not the best utility. It's not the best weaponry, which Elixir, they have all the money they could need. They have an op out for Fiend already. They have plenty of utility for the whole team. And Omen actually decided to make the call that they don't have the money that they were hoping for, and they're just going to save one more. They will have enough to get an op in the hands of Yushi on round 17. However, they're going to need to kick it into gear and don't want to let this game slip away just yet. It is your map. You really do not want to be letting this one slide to the other team. The Deagle is not good enough for Seabass. It's now Fart up close on this 5-7. Has to be ready for this up close angle. Yoda, damage done to him. Fart tries to go for a second, but he can't. Just two defenders for Omen remaining in a difficult round in front of them. Slow crawl into the A site is met with resistance. The Deagle for Rue. One headshot is his. He tries to be a hero and get a second kill on the edge of that flame. He instead falls. It's Yushi. Or excuse me, Zombie, and he can't get it under control. And so instead of Omen letting this slide and potentially losing the lead, they decide to call that save, allow Elixir to meet them at 8. And now the rifles come out. The weapons are all over. And Omen are in position to have a defense here. No early peaks out of either team. It's just this one player of SGM. He's wandering up towards middle. Flashed in. The HE right at his feet. Another one lands right on him. He's down to 7 health. He hasn't even seen an enemy yet. Omen are stacked over here towards this B site, but it does look like Elixir are interested in going here towards A. Leaving this one lurk of Lax. Rest of the roster, bar SGM, they are grouping in here towards the A bomb site, here towards A main. Yoda waiting for the team to group so he could go in. They decide to go give it a look out towards canals. They have the op of Fiend around. The question is, are they going to utilize him here? Instead, they don't. They let Yoda wander in, and it's Yushi on the op. And somehow SGM is tagged once again down, but does not die. Running through the Molotov is Fiend on the op, and Rue under pressure. He has to find something here. Needs to support somebody out towards the jail, and all the while, Fart doubles up on the MP9, and Zombie was there to supplement. Rue will finish it off out towards Lax's lurk. And they take this lead back, get up to 9. Elixir back here in towards this canal space. Interested in wandering up here through this canals and taking a look back towards this B bomb site. It was a late execute on the last round, and it did not go their way. And now they're looking to do so again. The op is on Yushi, and he's still towards middle. He's not in the picture. Just like last round, he was over the other side of the map, looking towards A and middle. However, it's not deterring Elixir to go back into this, even though the three-man setup is here, waiting. A headshot for Fiend is good. It's got to be Zombie back to this bomb site under pressure. Spray down is good on the first. Helped out by Bart. Results in a triple kill. It's now Zombie still alive. Bart is here to help as well. Trying to get it under control. Damage done, but he's still kicking. Yushi and Zombie back on the site. They combined for the last two. And Omen find a double-digit round. Rue loses his head, but Elixir, they lose it all anyways. And now the pressure is really onto Elixir. They are down to pistols. And sure, it's not the end of the world just yet, but it is frightening, you know, that they are in a position where it's not a guarantee. Elixir giving over the 11th, but still have time to play and rounds to play with to take back this lead before overtime is secured. However, there's damage done to Seabass and Yushi. That does make it not so simple. For Yushi, even on the low health, rings out onto Lax. SGM going for these peaks, seeing if he could find something. Anything in his crosshair. One shot is good onto Yushi. The low health does make the difference here. Now up close, Yoda headshot onto another low health player. Omen under pressure. It's got to be SGM to secure this. Then Omen, they have a smoke on Zombie, and instead of smoking this off, they're just taking these aim duels. Zombie will win his. So an 11th in the feed. They do lose 2 guns, so they have some money built up, but you don't want to be losing these guns when you can prevent them as best as possible. But so now 11 reached for Omen. A 3-round lead over Elixir. Op is back in the hands of Fiend. Rifles for the rest of the roster. And Elixir are looking to force this one to an overtime. Or potentially even win this before they get to 12. Flashes out towards A. Blinding Yoda, but no one's home. No one is out there on this canal's take. It's completely feigned. Instead, they go chasing outside towards B, but they don't get their kills. It's actually Lax and Fuki in towards middle. They remove both Fart and Seabass. So this gun round, a lot of resources given all the way over towards that B site and that deeper temple, and it now has to come up Omen. Yushi, good on the first kill. Waiting behind that smoke is Lax. He's going to cross now. Get deeper here in towards heaven. Gonna play to contain this. All 3 players for Omen coming in from the sewers. Fiend dropping this extra re-smoke. He's gonna drop this. Break comes through, gets forced out by Molotov. However, they're fighting out here towards the broken wall. It's Fiend on the op. He's good for his. Looking for a multi-kill. It's Yushi and Zombie. Have to piece this one together. Yushi's good on 1. Yushi's good on 2 as Zombie finds his. It's down to Lax. Back at the bomb site. 1v2 to find this one. Yushi looking, not finding it on his up with the no scope, up close. He does find it. Overtime secured, 12 rounds for Omen.
Counter-terrorists win.
Honestly, as late as it could have possibly happened, a 2v4 for Yushi and Zombie. And Yushi's not someone we've really talked about a lot in this game so far. But a triple kill in the retake in a 2v4 coming together when it matters. Up again, back in the mix, but good for another one. Zombie, or excuse me, Seabass there to help. Knocks down another 2. Damage done back to Yushi, but he's there to double up himself. It's all down to Lax, and it looks like we're going to be going to overpass with Omen taking a lead. Up close, Flash is good. Seabass is there to find his triple kill, and Omen, they take the lead on map 1. Go to a short break, but next up, we're going to overpass. Elixir's map pick, so an opportunity for them to force a third map, force Dust 2, but unless that happens, it really feels like a game of what could have been. So many clutch rounds that were very much possible for Elixir to come through with, but they let it slip out of their hands too many times, and Omen are able to secure their map pick. So we'll be going to a short break here, and upon our return, it will be overpass, and it will be potentially the last map of this series. We'll be right back.